Kevin Saber here. This is the big day we've all been waiting for. We're all about more housing faster. So to talk about that, we bought this home, we rehabbed the home, we then created a neighbor on the same property for our ADU, and on every property we buy, we'll be able to create more housing faster because the zoning and permitting for accessory dwelling units is as a matter of right. We start by buying a home, we rehab the home. Simultaneously with that, we're going in and adding a foundation to the side of the home or the back of the home, depending on the property, putting all the utilities, getting the site work done. Today is a day of what we call the Bequall wedding. And this is a day that the ADU gets married to the foundation. So up here, if you'll notice, the mulch changes. We have dark mulch over here, lighter mulch over here, dark fence here, lighter fence there. It's all one property, but it's designed to look like two neighbors. This is where the ADU will live, on this side of the fence. So we have two neighbors, one on that side of the fence, the second on this side of the fence, on one piece of property. So the foundation's waiting patiently here for the ADU to arrive, and we're moments away from that happening. You can feel the excitement building here. Foundation went in, ledger board is on. What will happen is all these little cuts here are designed to secure, a place to secure ADU to the foundation, including the 4 large straps which will tie it down. So we're going to talk to Ryan about the work that they did to get the property ready, building the fence, separating and creating neighbors, bringing the utilities in, building the foundation, and doing all of that. Describe the work that you did to get us to this point.
Yeah, my name is Ryan with Titus Builders. So as Kevin had mentioned, we started by creating a space. So we essentially took this lot, divided it into a neighboring lot. We started with your fence line that you see here. We graded out a pad and created a space for the B-pod unit once it ultimately got set. Next steps is we created some utility lines. We brought our water, our sewer services in. We'll be bringing our power in after the unit's set, and we'll be able to connect all the utilities and the unit from above.
What we'll be using to put the ADU here is something called a translift, and the translift is right over here. We're going to show you that. And when the ADU gets here, this will push the trailer up here, put it beside the foundation, and then slowly slide it into place. The other way of doing this is with a crane. So there'll be times when, if we're going to create more housing fast, we're going to do it by taking and using a crane and lifting the unit up over the house and placing it gently on the foundation. Next, we're going to meet Horatio, who's going to be running this machine. They do a great job with this. Take it away, Horatio.
I'm Horatio Perez, trying to do some work in this area with a piece of equipment. It's called a translift. The use of this machine is the purpose of bringing houses in for those places where the trucks can bring in it. Manufactured right here locally in California, and a great piece of equipment to do all this kind of work.
We just heard from Horatio about how he's going to help us, Bequall, create more housing faster. And it's really important that you start to meet some of the folks that are part of our team. So I see another member here. I see Glenn Costanza from Titus. Glenn has got a lot of experience in this world. They would purchase single-family houses, they would rehab them, they would go and rent those out. Glenn has done that lots and lots of times. What Bequall's doing is something a little different. We're going to expand the pie. So every time we buy a home, we're going to create a second home on that same property. So we buy a home, we expand a home, that equals more housing faster. So Glenn, tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past and why you think this is something we could scale and to go out there and buy a home and add that second home within the same 60-day period that we would be doing the rehab on the home.
Yeah, it's about the team. It's about who you have in place. We have the infrastructure in place, and we just have to add to it in order to accommodate the volume. These type of projects with, the team in place and the backbone of the office to support them. So it's really exciting. We could get both done at the same time, working on the remodel and prepping for the ADU unit, and the ADU unit would come in, set it in place, and need about a week to finish it and move someone in.